Hey, my relationship genie. Nothing works with her. I took responsibility for my bad, but she said, those are just words. You haven't changed. Can you help me?
You've stepped up. You've begun taking responsibility for your problems in the marriage. You're really trying to fix any damage you've done, hoping it would begin to fix some of the problems in the marriage. And she responds with these words. Those are just words. You have not changed. Oh, this can really feel like a kick in the gut. All the air leaves you. You're like, oh my God, what is it going to take? I get it. And I'm glad you're here today. Because there's something you need to know when this happens that can turn it all around for you. You see, when humans have been hurt and trust has been dented, we do not automatically believe anyone at the first sign of change. And the more pain that's been perpetrated, the less we automatically believe. And all humans react this way. This is a predictable response. And all humans will actually test the change to see whether or not it's real. Really, come on, haven't you ever done that? I know you have, because it's the human thing to do. It's natural, it's normal. It's not her kicking you in the gut. So breathe, you're gonna be okay. The words, you haven't changed, are simply her testing to see if it's true. She needs to see proof that this is true and this is you and this is the real deal. So just pass the test. She needs to see your commitment, your corresponding actions showing up time and time again in order to rebuild the trust. Anyone would. Again, and trust can always be rebuilt. I love that about humans. You're doing the right thing. You're taking the actions you need to rebuild trust and connection. So woohoo! Don't stop now when you hear those words. Just rebuild every single day with every conversation you have to build that magnificent marriage you both deserve. You're gonna have to do the work. Trust is not automatic, nor is it rebuilt with one try. So stay focused on rebuilding trust and connection. When I was raising my children, I taught them that if you do something wrong, you need to take responsibility for it. And I let my children know if I find out about it and you didn't tell me first, the consequences may be worse than if you actually stepped up and told me about it first. Because stepping up and telling me about it first actually rebuilds trust. Yes? Does this make sense to you? This is how you build a magnificent relationship. Now, I use 4 A's to explain this. The first A is admit it. Admit it. Hey, I did it. I know it was wrong. The second A is apologize. The third A is be accountable. After you apologize, hey, I know this is wrong. Whatever consequence, Mom, you deem necessary, I'm ready to take. Woohoo! That made sure that the consequences were way less than they would have been otherwise. And then finally, the last A is for actions. You must display a change in behavior. And this is growing and walking in love, and it creates amazing relationships. So if you've got the courage to do this each and every time there's a mistake that's made in the relationship, you will rebuild trust. You will re-engage passion. You will grow you and your relationship into something magnificent that you both deserve and you can both be proud of. So before I wrap this up, I want to give you a quick model of how this would play out. So let's say you've shared something and she said, hey, those are just words. You're going to respond something like this. Yes, those are just words. I get it. I've done something wrong in the past and you don't trust me. And honestly, I don't expect you to, because it was wrong. And I'm sorry for that. But I do want you to know that this is the beginning of the change. This is me taking responsibility, recognizing what I have done wrong. And I'd like for you to hold me accountable to a new behavior. So if you notice this happening in the future, please let me know. And in the meantime, is there anything else you need from me right now to rebuild trust with you? Can you see how an amazing of a response this is instead of feeling like you just got kicked in the gut? Come on, get in the game, walk in love. You are bigger than all the things that come along to try to destroy your love. Build a magnificent relationship no matter what you're walking through. Try it for yourself. It's going to take courage, but if you'll do it, you will build a magnificent relationship and you will love fearlessly.